Hi. See, trying something different. I don't know if I set it up right though or not, but we're trying something different. Friendship tacos, that's good. Mom after dark. Yeah. Is the rain sound loud enough or should I turn it up? This is just kind of a test stream, so um my computer's freaking out. Okay, it's better. That was weird. I was trying to re-angle the microphone to not pick up my family sounds, but it keeps turning off my screen. So that's weird. How does it do that? Shouldn't it be more secure than that? I don't understand. That's okay. Hopefully the sounds in the background aren't too bad. Hi, Dragon Thunder. Yeah, I started with like 10:30 to 8:30, and I'll trim it down eventually, but I'm easing into it, so. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I imagine you heard a lot of rain today, PB. There's been awful storms for people. Turn up the rain sounds a little bit. That might help a little bit. But yeah, had a rough day. Had nothing to do with the intermittent fasting, though. Intermittent fasting is fine. Just day one. And I didn't like track calories or anything, but oh, I'm glad. I'm glad it missed you, PB. You've been doing it for 10 years. My gosh. That's a long time. Yeah, today was rough, and I don't want to get into it too much, but essentially, I knew a family member was going to come over because they wanted to pick up my autistic 6-year-old. But I happened to doze off. I fell asleep on the couch with the little one and woke up because I felt like something was wrong. And the front door was open and the cat was outside and my 6-year-old was gone. And while it could have been a lot worse, like I know who had her, but they didn't even bother waking me up. They just, like, they even came in my house because she needed shoes. So they came in my house and left me asleep on the couch and got her shoes and left with her. And that's how my day started. So still trying to decide what to do with regards to how much I'll let them have her now. We'll see. I mean, that's the thing. I was very fortunate. She wasn't in actual danger, but my husband pointed out that the door was left unlocked and open So, what could have happened if the toddler woke up before I did with the front door wide open? So, yeah, so I had a rough day. It's been a rough, it's been a very taxing day. So that's why I know that it's going to be storming later. I actually cleaned out the floor of my closet. My house is kind of small, so there's not an internal bathroom. The only safe internal room we have is the closet in my bedroom. So I actually cleaned it out, and so now we have a clean floor to sit on, and we can all fit with the dog and the cat. But yeah, so it's been a rough day. And yes, Takashi, I'm a real mom. I'm a mother of four. I'm a mother of four, and I've been married twice. My first husband was not good, and we'll leave it at that. Dad VT, my current husband, we've been together almost 10 years. So it'll be 10 years this August. But yeah, so it's like technically, like, everything's fine. Everyone is fine. It was just not a fun way to wake up. And I don't want to fight with in-laws, but boundaries are going to have to be discussed. So, oh no, Rogue Red, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, the toddler actually. So I took the toddler to the doctor on Thursday. And tested for COVID, tested for flu, tested for strep, which they don't normally even do the strep test on children under 2. I've in fact been told by a doctor that children under 2 can't get strep, which is absurdly untrue. And the last time when they said, well, I guess we'll do the test for strep, but they can't get it. And then they came back and went, well, he's positive for strep. They were so confident. They were so confidently wrong. And they were supposed to be the trained experts. But I digress. But this time I specifically asked, and he tested negative for all of it. But he's got this really nasty sounding cough, like he can't clear his throat. And I don't know what it could be. Like, we were hoping it was just maybe his allergies, but like, I don't think it's just allergies, but I have no idea what it is. And I don't think they can tell us, but it's not bad enough for I'm hoping it's still allergies. I hope I'm wrong, but my mommy senses are tingling and like spidey sense, but for moms, and so I'm very concerned. Like, he's been sleeping in the bed with me while DVT is out of town at work because the toddler is just uncomfortable. So he'll sleep if he's touching me. Okay, good. Onyx, that makes me feel better about it, actually. Gar's Shadow, by the way, thank you for following. I kind of did a quick setup for trying out ASMR. An ASMR setup. So I don't have alerts on this, so I'm sorry it didn't pop up on stream, but thank you. I mean, PB parents don't get sick days. But, you also can't quit as a parent. But I hope that kind of explains why, when he fell asleep, I also dozed off on the couch this morning. I am Onyx. When I did take him to the doctor, I asked them, and there's you can give them a half a teaspoon of Zyrtec a day. So we started him on that regimen. He's already had his dose today, so I'm hoping it's just clearing him out. Maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, no, I'm worn out. But yeah, so this morning, I know this morning wasn't my fault at all. Like, that was not my fault. That was a bad judgment call made by a family member. But I can't help but think that if I hadn't fallen asleep on the couch, there wouldn't have even been a problem, you know? So I still feel responsible. I know logically it's not my fault, but I still feel responsible. Yeah, mommy sense is very strong, but so is mom guilt. So just the fact that something happened, I felt like it was my fault and that I was responsible. Oh, Rogue, I'm sorry. I really hope they're feeling. I really hope they'll feel better. I actually recently had pneumonia and it took me a while to recover. So, I was basically down for the count for 2 weeks. Still couldn't take a day off because parents can't take a day off, but you got to get some sleep. PB, you should go to bed. And I'm glad that the storm missed you guys for the most part. And I hope things are going okay at work, all things considered. Thank you, Takashi. I try. I try, and I hope that when my kids are adults that they'll come visit and they might call occasionally. Let's hope they still want to talk to me when they're yeah. Yeah, I like those gremlins. Dead Kmart, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Oh, I'm gonna mute my mic. I have to call. I mean, you say that, but like, I'm sure a lot of you, your mom tried awful hard, and when was the last time you called your mom? You know. Wow, Rogue, you work hard, don't you? Dang. You called your mom today? Good, PB. See, that's what I mean. Not everybody calls their mom. Oh, Takashi, that's not embarrassing. No, Onyx, I understand that. I've regaled you all with stories of my parents, so and I feel like the older they get, the worse it gets. But both of my parents are now in their 70s, so I'm trying to approach interactions with them with some grace. I know, PB. I hope you can get some good sleep. And tell the missus I said hi. Yeah, being a caregiver, there's no shame in that. Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately. So I have one of my Gamer Sub shakers here. And I'm trying to think what the they have like Japanese writing on it. I'm trying to think what the first two letters sound like, but I think it has mama in it. But it's the Gamer Subs cup that was like the it was the Gamer Subs character cup that was like it released with a baseball bat. And I'm gonna have to post a picture in the Discord and be like, I'm just gonna tell people that's me. That's me if I was more punk and sexier. Onyx, thank you. And Octanes, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, Takashi, I'm glad that you have that sort of relationship with your mother. That's very special. And dare I say it, unfortunately rare. So call me a little jealous. I wish I had that sort of close relationship with my mother. I hope everybody is staying safe in this weather, the weather system that's been passing through the United States. If you don't live in the United States, you might not know what I'm talking about, but there's been some nasty storms working their way across the U.S. West to east. What just happened? I don't know who did that, but thank you. I can't believe it. Thank you so much. Whoever that was, thank you very much for 10 gifted subs. That really does mean a lot. Thank you. And we have a hype train. Thank you. I suppose, hold on, let me see if I can at least put up, let me see. Should be able to put up our chat box, at least. That's not weird, but I feel like my phone, whoops. I feel like the phone is, there it is. That's fine. The phone background is very bright, and so I didn't think that that was comfortable for people to have on screen, but just the chat box should be okay. I didn't think about that before. So, wait, so there was a tornado hitting the ground and they had a flight take off? Oh my gosh. Level 4 hype train. Thank you so much. It was already on the runway when oh wow, that's so scary. Well, I mean, that's why I'm here. I'm glad if I can help, Takashi. The story behind why this started was this was my small way to give back to the streaming community. Thank you, Chronic. I try. But, you know, that's all we can do is our best, right? But yeah, so I know this is an unusual stream. What, late night on a Saturday? I never stream this late. I just I felt antsy and I wasn't going to be able to sleep. And so rain sounds usually help me. Yeah, it's been a long time, Chronic. One of my oldest friends in this community. Lathan, hello. Wait, why would I be mad at you? That's silly. Why on earth would I be mad? Anonymous gifter. I don't know if that's the same anonymous gifter or if that's somebody else. But thank you so much. Wow, thank you so much. Oh, I never thought about that. You have earthquakes in New Zealand. I didn't know that. And thank you, Rip a Zombie. I appreciate it. I've always wanted to go to New Zealand. Not because of Lord of the Rings, so just to tell you. It's because I just think New Zealand is a beautiful country. Once upon a time, I lived in Dominica, which is a tiny Caribbean island that's almost all the way down by Venezuela. And because I wish I could be like, oh, I've never felt an earthquake. I wish I knew what an earthquake was. I lived somewhere. While I lived there in that year, there was like 3 or 4 different times there were earthquakes. And other people said that they felt them, like early morning earthquakes, and I slept through it. So I don't know what an earthquake feels like because I slept through it. Like I've done tornado warnings, I've done hurricanes, I've done where you're snowed into your house. I've never personally consciously experienced an earthquake. And so I'm just so fascinated by it because all I know is what it, like, I could watch a video, but like, other than that, I just know like the word description. Ruina, thank you for the resub. Thank you, honey. Ooh, chili cheese corn dog sounds delicious. Anonymous, thank you so much. That's incredible. And Lathan, thank you. Trying something new. After I end stream, I'm going to figure out how to like set these effects on in VTube Studio, but I don't think I need they're probably going to stay. You're hungry hearing about chili cheese corn dogs? Same, but I started intermittent fasting today, so no food for me. Your inner Bill Paxton. Hey, you know what? I love the movie Twisters. It's such a good movie. Movie from my childhood. Incidentally, the part of that movie that freaks me out the most is when they hunker down in that barn and the hubcap, the wind picks up that hubcap and just frisbees it across the room. Is like the freakiest thing in that whole movie to me. And maybe that just makes me weird, but yeah, I haven't seen the new Twister movie. I'm curious about it, but I also know that they didn't ask um, Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton. They didn't even ask Helen Hunt if she wanted to be in it. So like that rubbed me the wrong way, I guess. I didn't know that was your favorite movie, Chronic. See, my two favorite movies are so funny because they're so weird, but my two favorite movies are Fifth Element and Blade, starring Wesley Snipes. Nightmare, hello. It's nice to meet you too. I had a rough day, which is why we're trying something new tonight. Because rain sounds is always really calming for me. So that's why we're doing this. And this is just kind of a test stream. Yeah, they're just both really fun action movies. Definitely different vibes to them. By Van Halen. Oh my goodness. So you're an adrenaline junkie, Rogue. CCT, hello. Guys, thank you so much for that hype train. Thank you, thank you. And I feel like I missed somebody subbed it. I think I missed it. And if I did, I'm so sorry. Well, I'm glad you're off work. So hopefully you can go home and relax and, you know. Guys, I gotta. Here's the emote I got. Rowena, yours is cute. With the bear, that's so cute. I'm jealous. What other emotes do people get? Those are fun. Rowena, that one's really cute. I'm jealous. Yeah, I got late save. That's so funny. Would make an OSHA manual explode? Oh no. Like, I don't know. I feel like the uses for the one I got are really good, but that bear one for Henlo there is cute. I just think it's neat. I actually haven't looked through my type emotes that I've gotten. If you guys don't mind, I'm going to take a quick break. I think the little one is getting upset. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll leave up the rain sounds though. No, I'm so jealous. I need to have the gritty goose to annoy my son. That's so funny. Thank you. I'm back. The baby is okay. He's sleepy, but like doesn't want to go to sleep. So it's just a matter of leaving him to be entertained. Are those all under their own section? All right, let's see what I've got. How do you know, like, is it by, like, next to, oh, it is by the train. Okay, hold on, let's see what I got. I've been around for a bit, hold on. These are mine. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, I was not prepared for there to be this many. Oh, I do love Gritty Goose. And I haven't used it? Oh, wow, hold on. My goodness, I'm still not done. Give me a second. Okay, almost done. All right, these are all the ones I have. Oh, exceeded character limit of 500. Okay, there's some. I don't know where I left off now. And then, like, it's not gonna let me paste them. All right, where did we leave off? I'm determined. Raku, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in. Where did those cut off? Oh, we didn't put very many at all, did we? Okay, hold on. Welcome on in. All right, there's some more. Oh, good. I'm glad they got went back to bed. Well, welcome on in, Raiders. Is it Reiku or Raku? I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. It's been a very long day for me. Not an excuse, just I'm a bit frazzled. But what were we up to today? All right, here's some more emotes that I've gotten from hype trains. You can see like all the ones I've gotten. Is that Raku? But what were you doing for stream today? I hope you had a good stream. The hype pie is your favorite because of pugs. It is very cute. I can't believe I've had the gritty goose this whole time and I didn't even realize. I'm so ashamed. All right, we're still not done though. I still have more. That's ridiculous. All right, where do we leave off? I think we've just got one more set. All right, that's the last. That's the last of them. Those are all my hype train emotes. I can't believe I had gritty goose this whole time and I didn't even realize. Does anybody know how many hype train emotes there are? Old WWF Monday Night Raw. Would that be like John Cena era or would that be earlier? Not to brag, but when I was really little, we were in Chicago and I went and saw the historic fight where Hulk Hogan fought The Undertaker. And if you're like old school wrestling fan, you know what I'm talking about. You know what fight that was. And I was there. But I was also way too young to appreciate it. The only thing I remember seeing them like really, really tiny because we were pretty far back. And I remember that it was close to the airport. So when we were going inside, there was a plane that was like super close that was landing. That's all I remember. but I was there. Um, Before. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a good weekend so far. I went for a walk 2 days ago and walked for 2 miles, and my knee was so swollen today that I currently am icing it because I had things I had to do today. So I might actually look and see if I can find a knee brace or a wrap or something to, because I'm afraid it will get even more swollen while I sleep, and then I won't be able to do anything tomorrow. There's a random weekend take thing. No, that's fair. That's cool that you got to see it though. You actually know too. That's cool, Rogue. That's cool. Tragic accident that. Oh no, really, Chronic. Oh, that's rough. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Onyx. I know I overdid it. That might sound sad to some people that walking 2 miles is overdoing it, but I was pushing a stroller and walking around the neighborhood. I'm pushing a stroller uphill some, and so I think I just overdid it. You got front row tickets. Wow. Oh, because the fire gimmick. Wait, I think I remember that. I'm not 100% sure if I'm remembering it though, like the correct one. Yeah, so. Oh, that's so cool, Chronic. You've met Kane, Edge, Batista, and Triple H. Wow. So I would have wanted to meet Batista, but um, I was always a big fan of The Undertaker. Understands this about me. I'm like a closet goth. I'm sorry if that ruins anyone's image of me. But if I had cared less about what people thought of me when I was in like middle school and high school, I probably would have been a goth kid. Now I'm just, I'm 38, almost 39. Now I'm just old. So now I'm actually, because I've been itching to dye my hair, but I don't think it's safe to dye my hair bright pink or blue or red like I used to have it. I actually used to have pink hair for a few years. But in the current social climate in the US, I don't think it'd be safe to do that. But I think I might dye my hair black and try that out for a little while and see if it suits me. And if it doesn't suit me, it's fine. I can always dye it another color later. But like my hair is actually pretty long. It's all the way down my back, so. Iron Sheik, really? Yeah, figure I might as well try it. I don't know why my tracking's freaking out like that, by the way. I'm sorry. The eye twitches because I'm wearing glasses, but usually it's not that bad. So I don't know why it's tweaking out like that. I'm so sorry. Certainly not a visual ASMR. It always bothers me when I see it tweak out like that because it's not supposed to do that. Heath Slater. I don't know if I remember that name. But that might just be the way my brain works because when I see Slater, I think of AC Slater from Saved by the Bell. And that's not who you're talking about. Not even close. But when I see the name Slater, that's who I think of. Is AC Slater. Wait, what did AC stand for? What was his actual... I'm looking that up. Oh my God. Okay. In case you were wondering, it stands for Albert Clifford. Oh, okay, Chronic, you had the answer. Albert Clifford Slater, my gosh. That's cool, Rogue. Yeah, you know what? If my parents, if I were a boy and in the 90s, I was a teenager in the 90s and my parents had named me Albert Clifford, I probably also would go by AC. Yeah. I'm okay now. Um, Kodaks, thank you. Yeah, it was just this morning. I was just basically spending the whole day mentally recovering. But I promise I'm okay now. Air conditioner. You know, that's my headcanon. AC Slater, like, what he did after high school is he worked for an AC repair company. Your grandma directed his wedding. Oh, that's cute. That she showed, oh, that your mama showed him pictures of you. That's cute. I like that. Jamie Noble's wedding. Okay. Oh, I need to take off. We don't play games anymore in stream really, so I need to take the Streamloots thing off. I can't ask people to do that. I just keep forgetting to remove it. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. I know that this is just a really late, bizarre stream. I needed to do something for my mental health and trying something new, so I felt like I did something. I mean, there's a risk involved with that. If I had tried something new and it was a disaster and didn't look right and I hated it, that might not have helped my mental. But I think it looks nice. I think if we're gonna do ASMR streams, if we do any late night streams, this will be nice. And maybe I can try different backgrounds. But for me personally, the sound of rain, a rainstorm it helps me relax. So that's why I did that for this one. But we can set up, I can try to set up other settings for ambiance. And it was worth a try. I don't think that I want to. I don't really know much about like actual triggers and things like that. This would be more likely if we did anything besides just kind of talking in ASMR mode. I would probably read bedtime stories or something. So I think the next time we do that, I might try that where I select a book. Like I'll give like 2 options for a book to read in the Discord and let people vote, and then we can read through a book. And that could be nice. So it could be like a bedtime story with mom. And some of them might be where it's a chapter book, so we just like read a chapter or 2. Or it could be one shots where it's like a children's book that I read. We'll see. But I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. I'm not ending quite yet. Don't worry. But if you have any suggestions for anything you guys would want me to do, if you wanted me to pursue ASMR, or if you have any ideas for it, I'm all ears, so to speak. You fallen asleep to the audiobook for Dracula? I don't think that's weird. But like, I don't think that Dracula is. I think Dracula is a fascinating story, but it's not like it's not horror like horror movies are. Okay, absolutely. Chronic, please get some good rest. I hope you can get some good sleep, my friends. Good night. Like, isn't it like Dracula, like he finds out that like all of the meals that are being like meticulously prepared for him and stuff like that, Dracula, he finds out later Dracula doesn't have any servants or anything. So it's just like Dracula was making food for him. Dracula was meticulously preparing his meals for him because he didn't have servants. Like Dracula was just a lonely guy that wanted to entertain guests. He just happens to have a weird diet himself. But I just think that's funny. Wasn't Dracula a book that was made as kind of like a bet? Or was it Frankenstein? Maybe it was, I think Frankenstein was written by Mary Shelley. But it was a drunken bet between authors on who could write like the better scary story. But now I can't remember if it was Dracula or if it was Frankenstein. I think it might have been Frankenstein. Yeah. Because I think Mary Shelley was involved in the bet. And since hers is the only one that people remember, I guess she won the bet. So, good for her. Dusky, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Published it under a pseudonym, that's right. But now they print it with her real name, which is nice. They've changed it. It would be interesting to like collect a copy that's old enough to have been published under the pseudonym, though. But I imagine that those are incredibly rare and hard to come by. I actually used to collect antique books, but our garage flooded, and my books were in containers that I thought were secure properly. But they weren't. It wasn't secured like I thought. So my books got water in them and my antique books got ruined. My oldest book I had was a botany book from 1865. And I had a book from 1941 that was a children's book titled Mickey Mouse Around the World from 1941. And another book I really, really loved was it's not a first edition, but I had a second edition, Through the Looking Glass, and that also got ruined, unfortunately. Oh, yes, of course. I mean, a lot of times now it's hard for women to be published in certain genres because they won't be taken seriously, which is unfortunate. We've talked before. I've always wanted to be an author, and I actually have several book ideas that I have like written down, and then I'm my own worst critic, so I don't pursue them. Maybe I should someday. Maybe when I have time. My littlest one will be going to kindergarten in 4.5 years. So once that happens, maybe I can write. Yeah, I used to love finding, like, they were like old treasures to me, but then since the garage flooded, I just haven't collected anymore. I don't have the heart. I don't have the heart to start a collection and then have it get ruined again, which is fine. Maybe someday, just not right now. I think that's okay. Well, I had only planned, since this is a test stream, because we've never really done ASMR before, I had only planned to stream for about an hour, and we are creeping up on that mark right now. We're about a minute and a half away from the hour mark. So I think I'll call it here. I'm going to raid into a friend of mine, I think. I'll look and see who's still live. And hopefully it won't be too jarring raiding into somebody. I'm hoping to find somebody that's doing something chill, maybe. Let's see. There's someone playing Dracula Resurrection. I think that's a point and click game. Let's go over there, actually. This isn't a friend of mine. It's someone who plays a lot of retro scary games, and it's kind of like a variety horror streamer, and I like that. But we'll go over there, and I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your weekend. I'm not sure when I can stream next, but hopefully soon. It might not be Monday, hopefully Tuesday, I think. But I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekends. And I will see you next time. Next time will probably be just a regular Just Chatting stream during the day. But the next time I do an ASMR stream, maybe I can plan it a little bit better, and maybe we can have a scheduled ASMR stream. But that being said, I'm going to go try to wind down for the night. I hope you guys do as well. I hope you have some good sleep tonight. Okay? Take care of yourselves. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.